falls for Henderson. Tatum against Murray. Pulls up on the wing, and again it's Boston converting.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for Boston. He has really delivered at the offensive end. He's torched them for 24 points so far. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, guys. Here with Jason Tatum. You have been rolling early. How did you get in that rhythm?
Just staying aggressive. Just continue to get in the gym and see something go in. It feels good to see him go in early. And it feels good to have us have a good start. Hopefully we keep it up.
Yeah, it was flowing great in that first half, Jay. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Hey there, everybody. Jason Tatum has put his stamp on this game, looking so dominant so far.
So it's not about how many shots you take, it's about how many you make. And he's been making the most of every opportunity.
Yeah, when you got somebody cooking like that, you just sit back and watch the show. All right, and now that we are in the later stages of the season, here's how the standings are looking in the East.
Checking out the Celtics, they've come up a little short of expectations. The talent is unquestioned, but their focus has been wavering. The consistency just hasn't been there. That said, I sure wouldn't want to meet them in the playoffs, though.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first two quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
And now, David Aldridge has an update for us on Drew Holiday. What's the news, David?
Hey, guys, the Celtics head athletic trainer gave me an update. And this is an unfortunate injury and potentially devastating for them. But he's already back in the game. Pretty tough guy, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. Well, guys, certainly not the news his fans were hoping for.
And not at all. I mean, it sounds like he's got a long road ahead of him in terms of his recovery.
That's just awful news. You really feel for the guy, and you know everyone in the NBA family is wishing him a speedy recovery.
Sharp out there with Anthony Simons. Then there's Ayton. Then there's Grant. And it's Avdia in at the 4. That's the group on the floor for Portland. They set the screen. Hit the floater. Pass to Sharp. Goes up again. Kicks it out to Grant. Simons against Brown. Shot clock at 6. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on White. And each season, GA, it seems like Anthony Simons is given more and more responsibility.
And you can understand why. He's proven to be a versatile scorer, and now we are seeing him take the next step with his playmaking.
Matisse Thybulle checked in for Portland, and the call will be against Anthony Simons. That's his first foul. Here's Brown, and Brown throws it down.
Well, I'll tell you, Brown gets off the floor so easily.
Trailblazers trail by 4. Here's Simons. Foul call. Looked like the D didn't get there in time, and he'll shoot free throws. In his first 3 seasons in the NBA, Stan, Anthony Simons only started 5 games. Now he is out there a lot and getting starts.
Well, look, Kevin, he played under Damian Lillard. Not a bad role model for Anthony Simons. Another 6'3" guard with explosive scoring capability.
To the middle, here's Porzingis. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Porzingis has got his second basket of the night.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Ayton a screen on Holiday. Here's Simon. And the slam dunk by Simon.
Yeah, Simon's putting all of his speed to work on that drive.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Celtics.
Timeout.
The lead is 2. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That will be the third of this 6-game road trip. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. And Coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over for the Trailblazers. Robert Williams, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Jeremy Grant comes in for Avdia. And Henderson subbed in for Anthony Simons. Williams against Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, this is what you love to see. Porzingis attacking the rim.
Trailblazers trail by 4. Now here's Henderson. 11 points in the game. And then Henderson with the jam.
How about that? Flying high to send that one down. And you know what? When you've got the athleticism and explosion of a player like that, bigger guys are still at your mercy.
Porzingis finds Holiday. Poked away and stolen by Sharp. The shot goes down and he gets this game back to even. Sharp's got 10 points.
Oh, gritty play by Sharp inside. Defense puts contact on the rookie, and he still gets it to fall.
Here's Brown. And oh, boy. Out of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And Greg River, and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
Jaylen Brown taking 2 shots.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different...
The previous play is under review.
Determined.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new...
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
The action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
There are so many different roles Jaylen Brown can take on for his team.
Grant with a screen on Holiday. Here's Henderson. Takes it inside. And Henderson throws it down hard.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. White the pass to Holiday. Back to White. Over Sharp. And it's White missing.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Grant kicks to Thibault. For 3, Henderson. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tatum's got 8 rebounds in this game. The 19-foot shot. Brown, no good. The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Henderson finds Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
What an explosive athlete. Grant playing well above the rim.
Boston trailing. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Tatum from... A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
And then Henderson with the jam.
Well, Henderson pulled up the landing gear and didn't look back.
The Celtics have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Pritchard, he's checked in for the Celtics.
Number 11, Peyton Pritchard.
Porzingis with the ball. Williams picks him up. And Holiday throws it down.
Such a strong guard. Drew Holiday finishing through contact.
Stan, we talk about this every night. So much great young talent coming into the NBA. Is there one player, though, in particular, who right now stands out to you?
But I have to say, Kevin, Victor Wembanyama. I don't know that we have ever seen a guy of that size do the things that he does. Now, you can say, well, what about Nikola Jokic? Well, Nikola Jokic, first of all, is not Victor Wembanyama's size. And then Victor's handle and his length, the guy's incredible. He's going to be the face of the NBA for a long, long time.
And the conversation for Porzingis, coach, tends to always come back to health. And what a challenge that has been for him.
Yeah, Kevin, over his career, on average, he's missed about 30 games per season. But that's not an uncommon problem, as you know, for players who stand well over 7 feet tall.
Here's Sharp driving to the basket. And then Sharp with the dunk.
And good quickness there. Sharp, exciting to watch when he's in attack mode.
Here's Pritchard. Henderson defending. Here's Tatum. Sinking that tough shot. Jason Tatum.
And every time you think one team's got something going, the other seems to respond.
And so Henderson will bring it up for Portland. Following this one, they get to host the Cavaliers. Picked by Williams. And then Henderson with the jam.
And Henderson doesn't need any extra motivation to head straight for the rim.
Boston's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Grant, that's good. And it's a 3-point Portland lead. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Trailblazers.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
The explosive Scoot Henderson, a handful to guard.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Porzingis. And it's Horford in for Jason Tatum. Here's Pritchard. Henderson defending. They set the pick. Inside, Cornett. And he goes in for the dunk.
Well, as his career has progressed, Brown's really improved his playmaking. Credit to him for putting in the work.
Now Henderson. He's got 24.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:58 left in the third quarter.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
Here's Pritchard. Henderson defending. Shot clock at 5. From deep three-point land. Outside, Horford. Another shot. Williams with the block.
Well, this is the kind of defender Williams is. Aggressive and ready to go after blocks.
First trip to the line for him here. That one is off. You know, Stan, the Blazers started the rebuild process with the big Dame Lillard trade to Milwaukee.
Kevin, it takes guts for a GM to make a move like that, and it didn't go well early on. But they've got to trust the process and stick with the plan that they made.
And the Celtics making a change here. Hauser's checked in. Henderson dishes to Ayton. Here's Henderson. He's got 26. Back to Ayton. Stolen. Here's Pritchard. And that one, good. Pritchard's got 11 points.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
Yeah, a skilled player can work around the mismatch. He's used to dealing with larger guys.
Avdia can't hit.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And Scoot Henderson picks up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2. For Boston, they have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line. A different look now for Portland. Delano Banton comes in for Shaedon Sharpe. And it's Simons in for Scoot Henderson.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
They set the pick. Here's Simons. And the slam dunk by Simons.
The vertical of Simons getting all the way up to the rim.
6-second difference between shot and gameplay. And there's the foul. It's on Peyton Pritchard. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Here's Avdia. The shot off that time. Good work defensively by Horford. Brown drives in, and Brown throws it down hard.
Hey, Brown can sky with the best of them. Terrific athlete.
Portland's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Simons with the ball. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all. And so it's Scoot Henderson making highlights for the Portland Trailblazers. He's up to 26 points in the game now, just keeps pouring in the buckets. And we'll be back with you shortly. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Well, he's a consummate floor general, surveying the defense. defense and delivering the pass on time and on target.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us.
Personal foul. First team foul.
So it's Boston now, and a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. We've got Tatum, and it's Horford in at the 4 slot.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Simons kicks to Avdia. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
Tatum against Sharp to take the lead. Tatum no good.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And the shot goes in. Simons has got 23.
Well, it took Simons some time to find his footing in this league, but since then, he's been a consistent scoring threat.
Here's Pritchard. And they're unable to get the time basket there. Portland leading by 3. Pass to Ayton. Into the lane. And Ayton throws it down.
Look at those big steps by Ayton on the drive. Just stomping to his shot.
Here's Pritchard. Cranes the three-pointer.
And that's back-to-back threes. But he just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Here's Simons. Good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for 14.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Here's Pritchard, covered by Simons. There's the triple. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Simons, the pass to Avdia. Count it, good. Avdia's got the lead up to 6 now for the Trailblazers.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession. Well, sometimes you tell players you can have a good game and a loss. You've just got to keep doing what you're doing, and the rest of us have to figure it out.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your...
No good on that one. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Eibels checked in. Drew Holiday is checked in for Boston. And the second free throw, good.
Well, you like to see all of them go down, but that did make it a 2-possession game.
Outside Tatum. Portland grabs the miss. Ayton's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here he goes. Thybulle on the wing. And stolen by Tatum. Here's Cornette. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Robert Williams, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. And he sinks the second. We've seen some flashes, Coach, from Shaedon Sharpe in his career. He can get hot in a hurry.
Well, look, Kevin, he is a great athlete, and when his shot starts to fall consistently, he can be electric. Right now, he's putting it together little by little. He's just got to continue to improve.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And the call will be against Anthony Simons. That'll be his second foul of the game. A different look now for Portland. Kamar is checked in, and it's Grant in for Sharp. And a change for the Celtics. Hauser's checked in. Outside Tatum. Tatum. What an effort by Jason Tatum.
Look, Tatum timed that one perfectly. Beat everyone to the ball.
Pass to Kamare. And a miss there on the triple. Celtics trail by 4. Off with the layup. Nails the baby hook. And the Trailblazers lead by 6.
Really a good job recognizing the mismatch. Just going up for the shot with that huge height advantage on that possession.
A three-pointer is right on target. Pritchard's got 11 in the second half.
And you can just see his confidence is rising. Bucket after bucket from long range.
Here's Henderson. There's the drive. And there it is for him.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
The Celtics trail by 5. Swiped away. And now Portland on the break. Here's Kamara. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
Second team foul.
The Celtics have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Outside, White for the 3. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Well, look, if you're trying to slow down White, you first have to match his activity level.
And Coach Derek White spent his first 4.5 seasons with the Spurs and Coach Greg Popovich, who did a lot to boost his confidence.
Yeah, Kevin, White was a late first-round pick. He's a humble guy, very hard-working.
And it's a great finish!
Oh, my gosh. Making smart use of the pick and roll play there. Henderson frees himself to go and get a bucket.
Pass to Grant. And there's the drive. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Tatum's got energy and stamina to last. You see it with how quick he consistently gets out on the break.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Chauncey Billups coaching up his team during that break. Now, he told his guys not to get comfortable. He said, so we've got a little breathing room. So what? That's no reason to slow down out there. He wants them to keep the effort up. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. Feibel finds Henderson. Just 5 to shoot. Over Tatum. Second shot opportunity. And no problem from Avdia as he finishes at the rim. Avdia's got 5 points in the quarter. Celtics trail by 8. And here is Tatum. Outside, Porzingis. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got his 4th assist in this one.
Well, you see the trust they have in Porzingis. Timely basket.
But right by Henderson.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Second personal foul.
The first free throw is good.
At the line for 2, Henderson.
Both free throws good from Henderson.
Well, Scoot has all the physical attributes. He has the fearless mentality. But like most young players, he just needs some time to develop and adapt to the NBA game. Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Here's Avdia. Out to Henderson. Avdia, a screen on Holiday. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Sharp, the pass to Henderson. High post try. And Boston with the rebound.
Well, that miss was caused by the defense. They were all over it.
Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
Well, you know who their number one option is when they need a big bucket. And Tatum rarely disappoints.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And Portland making a change here. Kamar is checked in. Avdia, a screen on Holiday. And then Henderson with the jam.
What a big bucket for Henderson, sensing the moment.
Celtics trail by 5. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Sharp again twice. And it's Sharp missing. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Lays it up and banks it in.
And the length of White is kind of surprising. He's got about a 6'8" wingspan, and that helps him down low.
Here's Henderson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Jason Tatum.
Clearly a foul.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here, so now it's a 5-point game.
A very successful visit to the line for him. Now this is a 2-possession game.
Elbow shot is on the way, and it's Ayton with the rebound. Trailblazers shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. Tatum against Henderson.
The flush by Tatum. What a big-time bucket. Tatum stepping up as a leader and coming through for his team.
Pass to Sharp. Connects from three-point range. And the Trailblazers lead by 6.
Oh, huge bucket from Sharp. You know he's got to be feeling good after that one.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. A different look now for Portland. Robert Williams is checked in for DeAndre. And it's Simons in for Henderson. To the inside. Here's Tatum. And it's Portland with the rebound. And an intentional foul right there.
Fourth personal foul. 5th team foul.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker.
The line for Portland, Robert Williams.
And he ends up making the second, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And not as productive a trip as you would like, but they're still in a pretty comfortable position.
Now here's Tatum. He's guarded closer.
The amazing thing about Williams, yeah, he can block shots inside, but he can also block shots out on the perimeter. His ability to play in space means he's more than just a rim protector. Doesn't care where you're shooting from. It's just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
Sharp finds Avdia. And that one is off. And And so it's Portland winning this one. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And that'll do it, folks. With Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks, on 2K Sports. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Scoot Henderson.